Hello and welcome to Tea Talk number 16. My name is Jordan Steffen.
And I am Ricky Spinner.
And we are going to be reviewing a little tropical Rooibos from the World Market Organic Teas today. Would you like to talk a little bit about how you discovered this one?
This one, if you remember from earlier, we went out for looking for a chai, for Anika's chai, and came across World Market's chai, and it was, like I said, these are coming in at about just under $5 a piece, so I decided to go for 2 boxes of tea instead of just one expensive tin of Anika's chai. So decided to go for this, look for something at the opposite side of the spectrum from our chai, something hopefully a little really more fruity and sweet tasting. So we're going to try to get through this one. I let mine seep for about 8 minutes. Jordan, I think, went for about 10.
About 10, yep.
So with an herbal tea like this, it doesn't really matter how long you do it. The longer you leave it in, the more flavorful it'll get.
Yeah,
So.
it's not going to get better like a black, white, or green tea. And you know, these we talked a little bit on the last episode about the tea bag. These are supposed to be a pyramid. As you can see, it's not quite a pyramid shape, but it's like a silkscreen kind of material. And I don't know if you can tell it in the camera, but it's like it's a full leaf tea, similar to the Anika ones, just that they're in a sealed pouch instead of in a little awesome winged thing that you put over the rim of the cup. But it's true. Should provide the same amount of full-bodied tea experience, I would think. So let's get into this one. Give it a smelly smell.
Smelly smell. That's right. I'm sorry about earlier. It's man, you know, sitting back here, before we started, we had the cup sitting here, I could smell the vanilla. It was like a marshmallow smell that was coming just from back here. I could smell it, and digging in, this one's even more complex than the chai was.
To me, it's very spicy, which is peculiar because it's a tropical fruit. I should say a little bit about what's supposed to be in it. It's got Rooibos, of course, and then it's also got calendula flower, the safflower. It's got organic mango and pineapple and passion fruit as well. So it should be a floral fruity experience, but I'm getting many spice notes, and it's also very it smells like nature.
It does. It does a bit like, well, and there were some huge, I don't know, in mine at least, huge flower petals in mine.
Oh yeah, I see.
You know, there were some pretty big ones, so you probably can't see it in there, but we had some big petals in here, so.
I'm getting a very like woody like cedar like kind of components. As if I walked into a forest. And the color on this is a deep, deep, deep red.
I was expecting a more vibrant, you know, like a brighter red. This one is very deep.
Almost brown,
dark,
like amber. Alright, well, shall we try it?
Alright. Wow. First thing I thought of are those gummy rings. You know, like the peach.
Lifesaver ones?
They were kind of like lifesavers, where they're like, they have sugar.
Oh, the peach.
The
yeah.
peach rings,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
with the cream on the back, and that's the first thing I thought of. Because the vanilla really comes through.
Because that Rooibos always has that vanilla, creamy kind of flavor.
And then you add that those fruit flavors. It's like a gummy bears, or like I said, the peach rings. Any of those really like fruit gummy candies.
That little like kind of like citric acid like tinge on the back of your tongue.
Right in the back. Yep. It's the first thing I thought of. It's a very, very fruity.
But it's got that like creamy marshmallowy.
It does. It's very marshmallow. I think is a good way to put it. It's very.
Or it
very
coats your
smooth.
tongue.
Mm-hmm.
Viscous. Even.
Yeah, it's fruity without being. It's not very sweet though, so it's more flavorful than actually.
But it is sweet, you know. It's
But
not
it's
at all.
It's not sugary sweet.
Right. It's not fake.
Right. Yeah, it's very natural. Natural flavors instead of. It's not like a. Like you're not drinking fruit juice or something like that. It's more of a.
Mm-hmm. It's very earthy, I think, and it's almost got like a smoked kind of.
It does. I think that's where that. You talk about you taste like the. Like you're in the woods or something like that. It has that kind of tree, almost like a tree bark flavor to it, but it's I think that balances out the fruitiness and that vanilla or marshmallow flavor.
Definitely like rounds it off.
Mm-hmm. We were talking earlier that this would probably be pretty good as an iced tea. Would you still agree with that?
It's less fruity than I thought it would be originally, because I've tried other like fruit teas that are with a white tea base.
Okay.
So the white tea takes the back seat, and it's all about the fruit. The Rooibos really comes out a lot.
Yeah.
Have you had other Rooibos? Like it's very much Rooibos,
yes.
but it's got those little hints of the fruit.
Right. This one is you still get that. We talked earlier about how the world market's chai was kind of a hot. What do we say? Hot water with a little chai flavor in it. This one you get that tea, flavor in it.
Definitely a tea.
It's more it's more flavorful. I think they did a much better job on the Rooibos than they did their chai.
At least they did a better job in telling us to steep it for 5 to 8 minutes. I'm curious if I would have steeped chai a lot longer.
That's true. If we would have got more out of it.
This one definitely lingers after
it does.
After the finish, it's very. It leaves a very sweet.
It does.
Sweet
I think
sensation.
that the first sip, like I said, really, I think that vanilla flavoring really coats your tongue. And it finishes with that really sweet, fruity flavor. In between, I think that's where you get that kind of earthy, woody kind of flavoring to it. Like I said, that kind of helps balance everything, kind of evens everything out so nothing's too overpowering. But I think that's been kind of the main consensus of both their teas. It's very balanced. Nothing too strong.
More the quiet kid in the back of the class.
Yeah.
That has some very interesting traits.
They don't.
But they don't flaunt it.
Right. It's a good world market. You're the quiet kid in the back of the class. We appreciate you.
I definitely like this a lot.
I like it. I would.
What would you rate it?
This one, I'd actually
tea
go
scale.
6 to 10. We're doing again. I'd go 9.5.
9.5.
I like this one a lot better. A lot better than the chai.
I think I'd have to agree with you. 9.5, 10 even. It's just
10.
very. It's a nice tea to sip, and there's nothing bad about it.
No, I think this one, even casual drinkers, I think would appreciate this.
Yeah.
It's full flavors. It's not
And
just.
it's not bitter at all, so
No.
they're not gonna be like, oh, tea.
Right.
I don't think you need to even sweeten it at all.
No, I wouldn't. This one is good as is. Like I said, very
If
good.
you sweeten it, it would just be like sugar overload.
Right.
Because it's got that like sweet
Mm-hmm.
sweetness already. There's a lot of sediment in the bottom of this one too.
Yeah, mine has some as well. A lot of that floated up at the beginning, but still very tasty. I like it.
Yeah, I'm saying I'm going 9.5.
Alright.
9.5 on this one.
Me too. close to 10.
All right. Well, until next time, this has been the World Market Tropical Rooibos, and we'll see you next time.
Cheers.
Yeah, I'm saying I'm going 9.5.
Alright.
9.5 on this one.